Suis Charlie, the 5 million copies of the sarcastic magazine were printed, and this is 5 million more copies were printed in response to the increasing demand for the first publication of the magazine since the terrorist attack last week. It just proves that people are, ordinary citizens, are standing up against terrorism, and it brings a more, because Muslims here were interviewed in East London, and they need to lighten up. I mean, you look at how many times Christianity and Jesus have been mocked, have been taken the piss out of, etc. You can find millions of publications stretching back centuries, and in lots of films, cartoons, etc. taking the piss out of Jesus, etc. taking the piss out of Christians, taking the piss out of Roman Catholics. It always happens. When it's junky to Muslims, there's a big hoo-ha about it, and you get what happened last week. But they need to lighten up, because the Catholics, I mean, if you look at Roman Catholic Church and Catholics themselves, they have no end of films, magazines, etc. taking the piss out of them all the time. And people need to lighten up, and because they're not used to it. I think the Muslim population are not used to people taking the piss out of them, but it's just the way it is. I mean, people take the piss out of each other, like I say, Christians and Catholics, etc. So they've had the piss out taken out of them for centuries. And yes, most of whom is not from Muslims, etc. But it's from people who are not Christian, people who are atheists, etc. taking the piss out of religion, etc. And people should be able to say what they like without having the fear of being killed. And I believe that terrorism will not win. And the strong response from the French people buying the magazine in mass, turning up to the huge rallies and Sunday, really sends a clear message to these terrorists that they've not won. They get the opposite effect of creating a stronger society, and of actually boosting the sales of the magazines by over 6 million.